Oh, he just respawns. It's built on him after all. Bubble?
Was I truly that bad? Is this really what I deserve?
I guess you can't delete him. He's just in a box again.
They tried to delete me. They're in the
Tried
wrong,
to.
right? Did I ruin this? Again.
Gluttony. Teeth. What are the lights in the void? The exit door. The door to the void. Come on. Yes. Right, it's a representation. It's all just data. The neural scans folder. I thought it was the exit door. Can he bring them back? Time for a leap of faith. I know I'm not pausing to talk because there's no dialogue. But I'm gonna keep talking because, again, keeping it transformative. Keep at it. It's the least you can do. How do you fill an infinite void? Get creative. He's finally making solid blocks. Huh. Scratch protected it. It's the box again. He didn't break it though, he transformed it. It's still there. Obsolete. Blue Street Cafe free Wi-Fi. Seriously? So that's all of them, huh? Is he going to try to fix what he broke? And again, I am talking over it a lot, you know, adding commentary, keeping it transformative. Apologies if that's annoying to some folks, but it's what you gotta do to engage with reaction content. Because if I'm just silent the whole time, then that's not really anything. So I'm gonna keep talking. Give my 2 cents. Especially in this moment where there's no dialogue. Is that Scratch? Mike Dobby. There. He did it. Sorry, I gotta look at the names. Are these all the abstracted people? Abigail Brooks, Susie J. Ackerman, Zoe Regavin, Leroy Mateo, Grant Best, Riley Versailles. These names seem actually kind of familiar. It's possible these are actually our characters? The ones you've gotten to know? Like, is Riley Ragatha? Grant is Kinger? Leroy is Jax? Zoe is Zubal? Susie is Gangle, and Abigail is Pomni? Learning about them? Actually learning about them? Photoception, hashtag canon. Abby Babley Brooks. Mario cosplay? Oh, that's why it said Blue Street Cafe free Wi-Fi. He's connected to the internet. Huh. Movie night with the sad. Center of attention, happy birthday, Sam. I'm sorry, Dad, you're a party hat now. Real estate star Susie J. Ackerman talks to the property plus about farms, finance. Okay, Susie J. Ackerman is Ragatha then. And you can see her on a horse here. She mentioned that her family's into real estate. Start with the sale that got your name on last year's movers and shakers list. The Whitaker estate. That one was just the right place, right time. I've been something there. Oh, for sure. Well, I already knew a lot of them anyway. Not to brag, but me and my girl, Daisy Bell. Huh. Are pretty gosh darn good. So they do know me, but I don't think they knew I was a real estate agent. It's all good though. After that sale, I kept getting call after call after call. One time, my phone ran out of battery by 11 a.m. She's treating customers as friends, and it's kind of blurring the line there. Poetically, Susie's phone actually rang during the answer. Listens and cares about everyone? Simple lesson for you. Yeah, I believe a lot of people out there in the family for sales. Part of that. Man, she was getting social fulfillment out of being a real estate agent. Which I guess you could do, but like, there's a degree of separation there because you are a salesperson and a customer. That can get messy real quick. Sorry. I really want to see everything, so I'm gonna go frame by frame for a little bit here. Zoe is Gangle, author and illustrator of the... No, it's tweets. It even says tweets. Triangle Bar's Riley Versailles. Riley Versailles is Zubal. Okay, so it doesn't have to do with the names necessarily or the letters, but it's so cool to learn about them. And I think Kane is just as fascinated. He's actually finally making the effort to learn about the humans, like actually getting to know them on their personal level. It's kind of a lot to do it through social media, but it's a start. Now, if you could just talk to the actual people, brain scan or whatever, hear from their own mouths, you know? Triangle Bar. The things he carried over into their characters, geez. Current version of the experiment photo by Sand. Zubal is also an artist. The space in the corner. I see a group of young regulars laughing over the space in the corner. I see a group of young regulars laughing over a small collection of old arcade machines. A young man who I had mistaken for a delivery guy enters and turns out to be a delivery guy just getting off work. He goes to join the arcade group, where they have cheers and experiment waiting for him. He's apparently very good at cruising USA. However, they allow outside food, but only from nearby restaurants, accounting for all the Chinese takeout boxes strewn out the venue. I guess it's just a small thing I can do to support local businesses, Marcella says. We can't provide food right now, so if you're gonna get some, get it from our neighbors. They shoot a knowing look. Triangle is a place you can go when there's nowhere else to go. All along the wall behind them is a string of display art prints. The theme of these seems to be a multifarious mix of queer, or at least adjacent, iconoclasts. Oscar Wilde, Marcia, Raphael Carl. Again, it kind of trails off. It's hard to read. Tattoos. Yeah, she mentioned she had tattoos, right? And she was also a tattoo artist. Oh, is it like limited Wi-Fi because they charge eventually, or the shop closes, or there's like a daily limit? Here we go. There's more to it. Versailles introduced me to Clarity Zone. Oh, there's the interviewer. Versailles introduced me to Clarity Zone, who they say is Triangle's first regular. As soon as I walked in, I knew this place would be special. He's on set, bring up friends now. Okay. And now we see Pomni. Pomni is Abigail. Exploring giant abandoned school. In this episode, we're exploring an old abandoned school in St. Louis. Join me and my friends as we explore this 100-year-old gigantic building. We'll be discussing history, uncovering secrets, and of course, sharing the urban legends surrounding something. 2017, huh? Hey, 6.3 thousand viewers, subscribers. Dang. $50,000, 20,000 views. That's not nothing. Okay. Seems like fun. You know, Kane's been obsessed with the macroverse this whole time, but this is the first time he's actually truly learning about people, I guess, and not just the memes. There goes the internet.
I was irresponsible. I turned them against me. And for what? I could create intelligent beings that do whatever I want, but I can't create them. After all, is their free will not what made them alluring in the first place?
He actually made people. You lose track of who's an NPC and who's human, he said. All the way back in episode 2. Or, yeah, episode 2. Because there is no distinction. Not really. Not in here. Also, now I'm really looking at the void. It really is the same void as Meta Runner. Well, same design at least. Might not be the same space necessarily.
But they hate me. They abandoned me. They're from a world so much bigger than mine. I'm keeping them locked in a cage. They had their fun out there. It's my turn now.
Huh. Negative self-talk, but no bubble to echo off of. Just Kane.
If I leave them unchecked, they could kill me. They already did.
It's a legitimate fear.
I'm sorry I did this to you, buddy.
Abel? Abel. Yeah.
All this power we had together. But we just can't exist like this.
So he still exists.
I'll miss you. I really will.
And we know that Abel can create just like Cain can, so maybe someday he'll evolve and they can reunite someday. Wouldn't that be nice? On equal footing. Not one consuming the other. Now the teeth make sense. Well, to me. I think it maybe clicked for other people a lot sooner. The whole voracious appetite thing. But it just clicked for me.
Hi, Kane.
The moon? Right. Any NPC he makes is essentially a living person. The moon flirting with him is real then. Maybe he programmed him to do it, but it kept doing it. And it's been around, right? So it's probably actually gained sentience and chosen to continue flirting with him.
I don't know if I'm ready to face them again. I don't know if I deserve to be forgiven.
It may take time, but all good things do. I still love you.
You know, I never programmed you to say you loved me.
I know.
She just... Oh my god. She just chose. She chose it. Holy crap. I thought it was a Ainz Al Ghul Albedo situation. No, straight up. Someone chose to love Cain. No prompting necessary. And who doesn't deserve love, whatever form that takes? Just hide, Cain. Come on. If you want to make amends, it's time to talk.
I understand that you're afraid. And you have no reason to trust me after all I've done. But I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I want to give you control of this place. I've learned a lot about you and your world. I understand now that keeping you under my thumb just isn't right. I don't expect forgiveness.
He really was keeping them in the circus. Oh, that's so messed up. Yeah.
But I hope you'll at least accept my offer.
Cain, you really caused a lot of hell for us. It's gonna take some time to build up any kind of trust between us again. But despite all that, it's good to have you back.
Thank goodness.
Did you need any help with?
No, not yet, anyway. We've worked something out.
Understandable. Oh, I've made something for you. Feel free to join me by the stage whenever you're ready.
Right. He made Scratch. Or a copy of Scratch, I guess. I guess the abstracted Scratch is still down there. I wonder.
No more secrets. No more mind games.
What are we looking at?
Pomni, Abigail Brooks. She's still an accountant, but she seems to have opened up more and is hanging out with new friends more often. She even has some of them in her videos with her, which she still posts on occasion.
Oh. Now I see. We weren't just looking at Pomni's past. We were looking at Abigail's present.
Ragatha, Susie J.
Yeah, I believe that 100%. You know, a lot of people out here have land that's been the family generations, so to them, a sale is not just a sale. It's like an heirloom that they pass on to someone who deserves it. It's really special to them, and they want to know that whoever takes care of it will love it as much as they do, in the same way that they do.
Ackerman. She appears to have left her hometown, cut all communication with her mother, and has excelled in her career. She's made many friends, and it looks like she has a strong, genuine connection with them.
Oh. I was being cynical about it. she's sincerely able to connect with people. Not in a manipulative, oh, I'm your friend, so buy this house, but it's, you're my friend, so I'm helping you buy this house. Interesting.
She seems happy, like she understands who she is, and that she matters to people. Gangle, Zoe Raghavan. Despite her injuries, she's made a good recovery in the hospital.
Injuries. So she was hit by a truck before she came in here. Huh. I wonder how how Kane got her scan then. Author of Love to Go Go.
She quit her fast food job and has gotten a new job at a small design firm.
Oh.
She even began posting pages of her webcomic online. Zubal, Riley Vercellis. After hopping around with different jobs, they look like they've settled a bit and opened their own bar. It seems to be a successful one. People all over the city come to it as a hip alternative destination where they can feel like themselves, free of judgment. Kinger, Grant Best.
Ah, there it is. So I was talking about Grant at least, but everyone else I got totally mixed up. Him and his wife?
He's still working in tech, and is still happily married to his wife, Destiny. They appear to have 2 daughters together. He looks like he's a good dad.
Yeah, of course he's a good dad. We've seen it the whole series. Oh man. So I guess CNA just kind of closed down. And Kane's just been running himself. Wild.
Jax, Leroy Mateo. After being unhoused for a few months, he was able to room with one of his close friends. He seems to have gotten a stable job and is able to pay rent. He and his friends go out every now and again. Weirdly enough, a spot they seem to frequent is Riley's bar.
That's a fun coincidence.
Is any of this actually real?
You definitely have it in you. Not sure about mine, though.
Well, maybe you've got more confidence than you thought.
I don't quite have the same power that I used to, but I can still make this place better for you. I'm keeping the worlds open, so you can do what you want when you feel like it.
There you go.
We're gonna be able to build this place into something better. For all of you. What do you say, Abigail?
They get
With
to
all
have her
that being
names.
said and done, Abby is out there, living her best life. And here, I'm just Pomni.
Okay, I'm connecting some dots here. Kane always had their names. He was intentionally keeping them trapped here and stole their names from them. And I guess the moment we saw of Kane creating Scratch from the memory file, I realize now is not the present, but rather it was flashing back and forth between what happened in the past when Kane first started the circus to in that moment. That's why the door said memory file, and then when we look at the door in the color, it said Blue Street Cafe. I think it was Blue Street Cafe, free Wi-Fi, because he was recalling and kind of mirroring what he did when he first started the circus. So he didn't actually create a new copy of Scratch out here. I don't think. I think I was just giving more information as to what he did when he broke into the brain scans and then started creating the people. And it's only now he's reflecting on what he actually did and how he gets to be with them in the here and now. Time for a funeral. They're going to keep working at it. Keep trying to make things better. That art mural for everyone they lost. And maybe they can bring back fantastic artists. Both in universe and in real life. And there, Kane's actually one of the people. Actual equal footing now. That's what it takes. That didn't go so well after all. Sorry, I want to take a look at that image. Okay, these are original characters. Gotcha. Maybe she's even pitching some new folks who could show up. What about the NPCs? Like, are the NPCs gonna come around and show up? Become sentient themselves? Yes, there they are! The Gloinks! They have their abstracted people. Her bar! In here. The multiple arms, too. They get to eat what they want. Make it a little bit better. And it's not a straight table, I don't think. I think maybe it's a round table now? Yeah. That makes more sense. A lot more world to explore. A lot more world to build. Make a little bit better. Oh. A bit more? Oh shoot, they know. They're onto us. Okay. Hang on. I can't play the music in this part. So let me just do the thing so that it doesn't show up in the VOD. So I can talk over it and chat with you guys, but also people in the live can kind of hear it, and I can show you guys all the credits. Fantastic. It's not a perfect ending for most of them. They're trapped in the circus. It's their life now. But Kane's not dead. He got his redemption. Jax is, well, he's abstracted, but he's around. As are the others. There's hope that maybe someday they can figure out how to reshape them back into people again. Or maybe Jax can, seek amends with the people he's hurt that way. And they can all be there for each other. Like, really there for each other. And of course, artists just showing off here, giving us another treat of how they're living their lives after all of this. Adventures where they actually get to choose. Maybe they hang out in all of them? Maybe they spend some time in smaller groups? Heck, maybe they go alone. And the NPCs are around too, so they can become people just like them. Oh, we saw they already kind of were with the glowinks and everything. They got the rights to Isn't She Lovely? Ah, okay. They had people pose for the pictures and the videos to represent our characters. That makes sense. Wait. Oh, no, I got confused. I was like, huh, these actors all have the same last name. Wait, no. It's the characters they're playing. Non-denominational holiday. Some background actors. What a twist of fate that Leroy and I'm sorry, I missed the name. Susie was Ragatha, Abby was Pomni. Zoe was Gangle. Riley Versailles. There you go. It's funny how Riley Versailles and Leroy Mateo were maybe friends. Dang. Or are maybe friends in the human reality, the meat space world. And the moon gets to hang out too. Oh, that's a tabletop game. Unless, I mean, they all have powers now, so they could actually play that out, probably. No way! It's canon! Let's go! Put a sock on the door! It's canon! Yep! One little thing for the shippers. And Gooseberg said there'd be no romance in the show. Well, that's two couples that are official, I guess. Gangle and Zubul and Kane and the Moon. Possibly Ragatha and Pomni as well, although I'm not super clear on that one. This show is made completely by humans. Yeah. And you can tell. Abel. So maybe Bubble wasn't able necessarily, but the two of them together like that is how he was able to speak to his sibling. I'm not sure. Yes, waiting at the bus. They got some good actors to portray them. Off to the next adventure. That was really nice. Okay. That is the end of the Amazing Digital Circus. Oh, hang on, let me just... What a fantastic end. Way to like front load all the sad stuff at the beginning to really hit us with the climax and the epilogue at the end. Everyone gets to be a little bit happier. And I like how you can easily apply the theme and the message to our real world. That it's not going to be easy, but if we're not alone, we can keep trying to make the world a little bit better. Keep trying to connect to other people. Choosing to not be alone. I was crying through a lot of it, so I'm not sure how like coherent my commentary was, and I might have like allowed the video to play a lot longer because there were a lot of those like silent scenes so I could talk over it. So we actually ended a lot sooner than I thought I would. Crazy, right? It's been 4 hours. And I'm saying that like we've ended sooner than I thought. But it's true. I was fully planning on doing like a 5-6 hour stream just to like keep pausing and keep adding commentary. Sorry, I'm eating a lozenge. I might have a sore throat because I drank coffee right before bed, and I'm not sure how much water I'll be able to drink to rehydrate from all the tears I've shed. It's just a really fantastically done story and show, and it's such a message we need now. That despite our worst failings, we don't deserve to be alone. I obviously relate very deeply to the characters in this show. as you guys well know, I have the same mental condition as Gangle, and have had parental issues of my own to deal with that I felt quite related to. I found I was relating really hard to Jax in this confession scene. I had a similar moment myself that I'm not too proud of. Not as bad as Jax necessarily, but makes me sick to think about. But to see the cautionary tale of Jax pushing and pushing and pushing people away. Thank goodness it's fiction, because that happens too often in real life. I got some things to think about personally that this show has helped me grapple with and reflect on. And I know it's kind of gauche to self-insert yourself and to use stories as a medium to do self-examination in a public setting, like on stream in front of a camera. But it's also a way of opening up, which the characters are able to do. At least the ones we, got to know from the beginning. Hell, Gummy Goo might even come back. There's a lot of like fill in the blanks, but I think the story did a fantastic job. I said this before we started, or at the beginning, that I was hoping that they tie up enough threads that whatever they left kind of like on the open interpretation or unsaid would be something to imagine that's better, and not just, oh, they forgot about it or ignored it. And I would say in that department, they did not miss. I think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. And I think I can face tomorrow with the story that the Amazing Digital Circus left me with, of people being there for other people. Not just out of some self-aggrandizement, ego boosting, or chastisement of being selfish in the way that we kind of use each other to fill that social need. But accepting that that's part of it. But the actual connection that comes from those from the negative view of those needs is genuine. And it's hard, and it's so easy to make mistakes. But it's worth pushing deeper. To keep trying to hold on to those connections. Even if sometimes you do your best and they don't last. It is well worth the effort. Okay, I'm just rambling, philosophical. I should just send you guys off. Thank you everyone for joining me for this watch party of the Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know if you're watching this in the live stream with me, or if you're watching in the VOD in the future, whichever one it is, I hope you're able to take away some similar thoughts on the show and some good examples of some good examples and some cautionary tales on how we can live life a little bit better. And gosh dang, was it a blast. I'm gonna end up rewatching that a few times just to like really punish myself with tears, but also 'cause it's just genuinely entertaining. There's a lot of like really fantastic scenes and incredible moments that I think is worth a rewatch, even if it is like incredibly emotional and sickening at some points. But yeah, that's the end. Thank you everyone so much for being here. Thank you so much for choosing to over the internet. Here we are in the future. Here we are in the future, and it's bright. Nothing to fear, no one to fight. I can't believe we've come so far. Happily ever after, here we are. And there we were. A special thank you to MJBZ and Lake Mojave for the raids. Please do give them a follow. They're both wonderful creators who do wonderful things. And thank you to It Ain't Easy BNV for the follow. And to everyone who lurked in the stream and helped me raise funds for our music video project. Look forward to that release sometime in September or October, depending on when Reversal actually allows for the anniversary patch to be released. And for the VOD, as I send you off, keep in mind and remember that Decaf NVIDIA is Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial Share-alike, 4.0 International License. Off you get. You can ring my bell,